here there is an opportunity, therefore, to create radical behavior change. But we have to think about the M and the I think form is just one part of it. Some of the words I've been hearing now was the idea of the ecosystem. And you yourself mentioned resilience. Okay. We're looking at personal transportation. So I'm going to connect the dots of some of those things, of working in silos. So if you just look at the scenario now, right now at the present moment, we are in a time of reduced mobility, right? Reduced mobility, and as people who would confidently go and just about adopting things like the metro, etc. Suddenly, there's a lack of trust. Okay, and here there is an opportunity, therefore, to create radical behavior change. But we have to think about the M and the A in the teeth. That what is the motivation? And where does the ability lie, and what could be the triggers to create this behavior change towards something altogether new? And I find, and I'd like to come back to the QuarkU because I think it's an excellent idea to move up from the bicycle. To move up from the bicycle rather than move down from the scooter, or to look at that hybrid vehicle. Especially given our context, our environmental context. So it's a vehicle which actually allows you to be independent, to you first to be autonomous, because at this present moment, you want to be, be able to go make the short mile, cover that distance. So that is where the behavior is at. So yes, I know there are lights out factories because robots are running them, but in the present moment, where are we? Let's talk about that. So where we are is reduced mobility, and maybe we are at a point, and it's a really big inflection point where we don't need something generational. So, to be provocative, I will say that, if you look at it just now, it's not urban mobility 4.0. We don't need something generational. We need something regenerative, something that's a more natural way of living. You yourself said, and we were discussing how people are farming much more. Why are they doing that? They want to go back to a more natural way of doing. They want to come back to the basics. Everything is reduced a bit. And this is the perfect opportunity for us. In any case, with the shift from oil to electric is anyway happening. It makes much more sense. Another thing here is, let's look at where is this most applicable? Where does disruption happen, I will ask you. It doesn't happen in the mainstream. In the mainstream, there are always way too many options. I've always found it fascinating how if you go into Pondicherry and you pass Salem, and there are all these people on their bikes carrying big bales of cotton behind them. So for them, this vehicle is at the same time social, economical, and now we're adding environmental. So it has all of these benefits. And along with this, can you imagine that this is the person who earns his money every day? Economically, he's making money every day. And it's a hardworking workhorse, the moped. So when it's his family, he doesn't have to care about distance. For someone like that, this would be an incredible workhorse. They need these workhorses. So this disruption does not have to happen in the mainstream. We should maybe be talking about suburban mobility, and there, be it to transport their goods, take their family out, for whatever else, and they deserve something that is good design, that is feasible, that is viable, that has all of those properties that make up good design. And this is what you're doing with making this vehicle available.